Hello, everybody. It's been a while since the last cheap shot challenge. Everything I've been drinking has been more than the minimum pricing. But today I picked something up that I didn't even consider for the cheap shot challenge until I got home and thought about it. And the price is just within. So we're going to try it. This is Camp Dennison bourbon whiskey. It's 80 proof. Uh, It is distilled, blended, and bottled by Cincinnati Distilling in Cincinnati, Ohio. So it's a local Ohio bottle. And I've had things from Cincinnati Distilling. Um, and it talks about Camp Dennison here in Ohio, which was named after William Dennison, Ohio's governor at the start of the Civil War. So these commemorative style kind of bottles are sometimes really good, sometimes not so good. Um, this one was 1999, so you can see why it squeaks in just barely for the cheap shot challenge. So it's only 80 proof. It's $20, so I don't think it's going to place very highly. I think it's probably going to be middle of the pack, but we'll see. It might completely amaze me. It has a black synthetic cork, so that's cool. It's always cool to see something like that, something different. And it smells like a bourbon as far as the bottle goes. It's a bit thin in the glass, to be honest. Here in the bottle is the standard, relatively standard bourbon brown, but a little light. And in the glass, it looks a little bit lighter. So I'm interested to see how this is going to be. It smells fumy, like it's more alcohol than taste. And you get that a lot with things that are in the $20 and under range. But let's see where it stacks up. So, Camp Dennison. Mm, bit of sweetness, some nice brown sugar flavor, a bit of vanilla. A nice mild, a nice mild bourbon, to be honest. It has a little bit of a bite. It's kind of attacking my tongue right now. And a little bit of heat that hits you in the chest. Nice and flavorful. Nice and flavorful. It's not particularly anything brand new, but it isn't bad for $20. Let's see if the second sip changes our opinions any. A little sharper on the second one, but not bad. It settles very nicely. It starts off and you're thinking, oh, this is going to be just a standard, nothing to it kind of bourbon. And it settles into a nice, pleasing, um, sweet brown sugar vanilla kind of taste. Not bad. I like it. How does it fare in the challenge? Pretty highly, actually, for $20 for being just under the $20 mark at 19.99 here in Ohio. Um, it's a hard case to make because there are other things under 20 that are as good with higher proof. And there are other things that are pretty good, that are substantially cheaper, that aren't bad. The benchmark number 8 is still the champion right now at $12.99. It's gone up since I first started buying it. It was $11.99. It's gone up to $12. Still getting over that cold. I'm just at the very edges of it. But this, taste-wise, puts it pretty highly. I'd say this would be in the top 5. Some of the things that might beat it are the Elijah Craig Bottled and Bond. Is that Elijah Craig or is that Ezra Brooks? That's a good question. Let me check my videos. There's like 3 with E's in their name, and I kind of confuse them. I know there's the Ezra Brooks 99 that is under 20, if I remember right. Let's see here. The Evan Williams. The Evan Williams Bottled and Bond is $20. I think it might be less. It might be like $18.99 for 100 proof, and it's bottled and bond. And have I not reviewed the Ezra Brooks for the Cheap Shot Challenge? I'm sure I've done it for the regular lineup. Is that still $20? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's $29. I should check on the price of that, because maybe I should have been including that in the Cheap Shot Challenge all along. No, the Ezra Brooks 99 is $25. So that's why it's not eligible. Makes sense. Now the Evan Williams Black is $15.99, and that's the Evan Williams Bottled and Bond as well at $20. I'm looking at some prices now. So, all right. So this is pretty tasty, though, as far as things go. I'd say it's easily in the top 5. This is only episode 18, so I'd have to actually narrow down what the top 5 would be at some point. It might be number 2, to be honest. But I think it's going to trail behind the Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, because that is 100 proof. So I think this is probably going to be number 3, which is a pretty good score, to be honest, for something that I kind of saw on a whim today. Because it starts off harsh, and it settles very nicely. It has a nice settling. Maybe a little bit of spice in there. Maybe a little bit of cinnamon, maybe. Maybe. It'd be very mild. But I'm thinking mostly brown sugar, vanilla. So, there you go. Camp Dennison bourbon. It is $19.99 here in Ohio. It is made for Ohio, made in Ohio. 80 proof. And I give it a number 3 on the Cheap Shot Challenge, with the benchmark number 8 in the top slot. Evan Williams Bottled and Bond 100 proof in the second slot. So a good solid third option. I like that. I have some other things on the way that are more expensive, and we'll get to those as time goes on. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and I'll see you folks next time. As always, cheers.